Hello and welcome everybody to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and tonight we're back in the good old land of Thursday Throwdown, Masu Pro Wrestling, and Drag Thulu has got to be feeling himself tonight, coming off of a win against Flair Zero. Definitely puts his demons and his doubts to bed. He has finally put Flair away, and it's in his past. But you know what we always say, the past is just right behind us, and Drag will be in his first ever 2v2 Icon tag match. We're going to have some members who were on the All on the Line episode in an opening tag match. Because nothing like starting off with a good tag team match at the beginning of the show. So get your popcorn and get your snacks, because we are in it for another doozy as we move into another week of Masu Pro Wrestling. On Saturday, we crowned our first ever Icon Division champion, and we hosted our first ever War Games match. It was an incredible night. And this man won his match, and he's looking to pick up another win. Drag Thulu, you gotta think, with all the wins he's been picking up of recently, he is in contention for the Icon Division Championship. You have to think, with his record, he's got to be having some feelings that he deserves it, that he is just here to... He's here to show everyone what he can do, and he's got to think that he's eyes on the prize for the Icon Division Championship now that it's in play. Who will be the first ever #1 contender for Merlin's Icon Division Championship? And speaking of Merlin GTB, it is Merlin GTB partnering with Drag Thulu. Merlin with the silver and black title around his waist, shaking the hands of Gareth, who you have to think was pretty instrumental in him winning that title. But it's Merlin's now, it's what he wanted. And now the new regime is here in the Icon Division, and Merlin has his hands wrapped around its throat. Gareth looks very excited, a little bit more excited than usual. Gareth, of course, is not in this match. Gareth will have a match later tonight. Gareth is yet to really pick up a singles win. And you got to imagine that Gareth is going to maybe do some shenanigans in this match. It seems like Pandora's box has been opened, and these two will do anything it takes to win. And I imagine do whatever it takes to keep that title around Merlin's waist. Merlin and Drag Thulu, a wizard and a dragon teaming up. You got to think that's a pretty powerful team, and what kind of team can face against these two. But it will be their demons of the past here tonight. A 2v2 rematch from last night. Sleepy Pengu, formerly undefeated, was defeated by Merlin last week for the Icon Division, or on Saturday for the Icon Division Championship. I guess that's still last week. Of course, he's going to want some revenge. Sleepy might want a rematch. Try to get himself a rematch against Merlin for the title. Sleepy had the most impressive run of 6-0. And you got to think that Sleepy might have a vendetta against maybe Gareth for interrupting their match. It was 2 out of 3 falls. Sleepy took the first fall, and then Merlin cleaned up shop with the last 2 falls. And Sleepy's tag team partner is someone that I know Drag is not thrilled to see. It is Flair Zero, and I know he's not happy because he just got off work. And Flair is driving in. Flair, of course, coming off of a loss against Flair Zero's coming off a loss against Drag Thulu. And he's going to want to get a win, even in a tag team match here. Flair Zero, Sleepy Pengu versus Merlin and Sleepy Pengu. You have to, I always say you have to think, but you gotta think, you gotta suspect that if Merlin gets pinned here tonight, whoever pins him is gonna be in contention for that title. It doesn't matter what position you are here, because anything can happen. If someone pins the champion, you gotta think they are championship material, and that is why in our main event of the evening tonight, Draven will defend her Idols Division Championship for the first time ever against her best friend Schmeep's World, the only idol to ever pin Draven. But let's not talk about that when we get into the Icon Division match here. Drag scouting. Sleepy Drag has history with both of these men on the other side. Black Hole Slam on the other side of the ring. But he has never fought them in a 2v2 tag match. Sleepy's never been in a tag match, I don't think. Sleepy's been in a 4-man ladder match. But he's never worked together with another person, I do not believe. Drag takes control here. Vindicated, and looks like a new sense of confidence rolling over him, as he knows he took out Flair, and he immediately goes after Flair, just lifting him into the ring. Oh, man. Seems like Drag is just very confident, but can't keep your eye off Sleepy here. Knocks him over his knee. Sleepy in the corner, monkey flip. Sleepy may have picked up their first loss here, but they are still incredibly dangerous. Rolls over to the cross arm breaker. Could this be it for Sleepy Pengu? No, I think it's a little bit too early to say that, but definitely dangerous. Running for the tag to Merlin, as Merlin, like a house of fire, comes out, swing and a miss, belly to belly, just flipping him over. Referee making sure Drag exits the ring. You have till a count of 5 to exit the ring if you're not the legal participant. Chops lighting up Merlin's chest as he rolls over and drop toe hold, or sweeps the leg rather, not really a drop toe hold, tagging in Flair. You got to imagine that Merlin has some kind of advantage. You would suspect that Merlin has a little bit of an advantage coming in here, picking off a major win. Also has got Gareth in his corner, but also is just used to working as a team. He has his partner, Gareth, in the corner with him. He's used to time management and working with others. So you have to imagine that Merlin's team has a little bit of an advantage over Flair and Sleepy, who are mainly solo acts, and Drag Thule, who is also a solo act. But Drag Thule is working with someone who can manage this time. Jesus, powerful suplex. He's going for the pin, but he can't. He breaks it up. Drag says, "Let me in, brother." But it looks like Merlin's taking back the advantage here. Maybe pulling in Drag into the corner here. Dragging him to Drag. Tags him in. Oh my. Lifting him up. Axe handle on the ropes. I was terrified what they could have done in that position. As Drag and Merlin take control. Having your opponent in your corner is super good. Making sure that you can get quick tags off, and so you don't have a lot of breath. Lose a lot of breath, you know, take time, have breathers, quick sprints before you tag out to your partner is a great way to handle it, making sure you isolate your opponent here. That's exactly what Merlin and Drag are trying to do with Flair here. But Flair, backbreaker, break his back, make him humble. R.I.P. Iron Sheik. As Flair is going to drag into the corner. Who chucks him, eat defeat, says Flair as he chucks his head straight into the boot of Sleepy. As Sleepy works over the arm. Sleepy was working over Merlin's arm a ton in the last match on Saturday. You have to imagine that some of the wear and tear from both of these competitors' matches, all of these competitors' matches, has to be wearing down on them a little bit. You have to think that maybe just a little bit they're feeling the pain. Quick tags by Team Sleepy and Flair as Drag jumps out and Flair's gonna go flying over Sleepy. Oh my god, misses it. Sleepy nearly gets hit. Miscalculated, a rare miscalculation from Flair. And Drag takes full control of the ring. But he doesn't want to keep his eye off Flair for very long. Off the ropes, bumps him. Sleepy is knocked on the apron outside, or on the concrete floor. I'm thinking of all the words. There he goes. He's back, rubbing his face into the mat. Elbow drop. Merlin, the Icon Division Champion, running neckbreaker like a house of pancakes. And Flair immediately takes control back, turning the tides here, goes for the pin. Sleepy gets in, and Dragon's already across the ring and runs to break up the pin. And Flair's like, does that count? All right, sure. Sleepy is knocked over, and Flair says, get your heck out of here. Jumps over the rope, DDT onto the canvas. That's the hardest part of the ring, on the apron. As Merlin gets onto the top rope here, I think Flair, right in time, knocks him a little bit, but not enough to knock him off. Clubbing him. Sleepy needs to get out of the ring before the count of 5. But now Merlin's targeting him, so the ref's a little bit more lenient. Is Merlin going to topple him over the top rope? He says, get out of the ring. You're not the legal participant. And sends him careening to the floor. Below 0. Lands it. No one for Flair to help out. Drag is right next to there, easily able to break up the pin. And Flair's looking and see Sleepy on the floor outside. Off the ropes. Flair is all alone for the time being. Bumps him. Flips him around. Shining Wizard. Knee to the skull. As Merlin walks back and takes a tag to Drag. Drag Thulu eyeing down Flair. Flair's definitely take the most punishment and probably needs to tag his partner here. Drag was going for something, a big punch, but butterfly, maybe go for the butterfly power bomb. Drag fights out of it for a lariat. And Sleepy's like, come on, man, you gotta tag me. Ooh, the Dragon Tamer locked in. This, I think, is the first time we've ever seen Drag do the Dragon Tamer. Garrett's pointing at Merlin, saying maybe get in there, but Merlin knew it wasn't going to put out Flair, but Flair is in a bad way, and he's able to make the tag. Drag pulling out everything. Snapdragon suplex. Northern Light pin to Sleepy here. Could this be it? No, 2 count. Flair is coming in because Flair initially thought, you know, maybe Sleepy has it. Got to the 2 count. Flair said, okay, better make sure I come in and save Sleepy if he needs it. But Sleepy kicks out. Sleepy's used to fighting dragons, to fighting dinosaurs. Sleepy fought in the mountains for years, meditating and training. Sleepy tags in Flair, allowing both members to get a quick breather in. Rubbing the boot onto the eye. And a drop kick to the back of the head. Throws Drag into the corner. Very wise tag team tactics here, making sure that they both get chances to breathe and to work over one of their opponents together. But Drag catches Sleepy off guard. Abyssal Tombstone lands it. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, kick out by Sleepy. Merlin was on the defensive there. I don't know if Flair was in the ring yet. Picks him up like he's a sack of shit, running power slam. And Drag is not giving Sleepy a chance to breathe here. Merlin takes it upon himself to forearm. And the rain of boos from the crowd for our Icon Division champion. Drag was maybe looking for a tag there, but Merlin was not in the position. German suplex. Drag takes it, but roll up to Sleepy. 1, 2. No 2 count as Merlin breaks it up. And Flair walks across the ring. And maybe Merlin and them fighting. Go to Sleepy. Locked in. And is locked in tight. Merlin breaks it up, though. The go to Sleepy can be very dangerous because you can tap after 5 minutes, after 10 minutes, after 10 seconds once that thing's locked in. Merlin is in the ring here. He has until a count of 5 as Sleepy is just dancing over him. Ooh, the disrespect. Sleepy said, get out of my ring. Goes for the pin. The referee is not counting. Very confused. 1, 2. Near fall again. He took a little bit too much time to pin Drag there. I think, ooh, rolling spin kick into the one-legged drop kick. I think the ref was looking to make sure Merlin had rolled out of the ring successfully. Arm drag before pinning. 1, 2, kick out at 2. No one's putting Sleepy away that easily. Just because he's got 1 loss doesn't mean he's going to start taking losses like that. Drag is pulling Sleepy into his corner. Amazing teamwork by both sides here. Each team are not necessarily used to double back body drop to Sleepy. They're not necessarily used to working together. Ooh, hot tag by Sleepy to Flair, but Merlin misses the running neck breaker. And Flair puts a go to Sleepy. Puts him in a sleeper hold. Sleepy is watching the tapes, watching his partner, and he could put Merlin to sleep, but jawbreaker, it wasn't locked in as much, and Drag runs from his side for that drop kick. It wasn't locked in as tightly as Sleepy would have done it. He didn't lock his legs around him to make sure there was no escape. Fatal error from Flair here as he tries to imitate his partner. And Merlin wants to grab his partner, and now Merlin is slapping. Ooh! Slapping the chest of Sleepy, and Flair kind of saved him, but knocked Sleepy off the apron in the process. As Drag Thulu is tagged back in and is the legal man. Below 0, lands it. Merlin is ready, though. Neither side is ready to quit here. As Sleepy tosses Merlin out of the ring. And Flair starts working over the leg of Drag. And Sleepy looks like he's fighting Merlin on the outside. It looks like Gareth might be going over there. Maybe Gareth is thinking he could interfere there while the ref's not looking, but he thinks against it. Flair off the top ropes to the floor. And that's what he gets right in front of the French-Canadian commentator's booth. Inverted suplex landing his feet onto the French-Canadian commentator's booth there. But Flair kips up like it's no problem. Sleepy and Merlin still fighting it. They still have till a count of 10, but Drag would reset the count. You know what they say about vampires? They can't help but count. And Drag is using the outside to his advantage, continuing to break the count. Now he gets back in as Flair lays on the floor. And he grabs Sleepy. He's looking for a dangerous back body drop onto the apron. And they're at a count of 4. No, they're at a count of 1 now, excuse me, because Drag broke up the count again. Ooh, the arm got caught there. Drag's flexing for the French-Canadian commentators table. But Flair kip up into the suplex. Ooh. Inverted. They have till the count of 10. They're halfway there. Throws him into the corner. Count-out victories have been a big thing and continues to just shove him into the barricade there, that solid steel barricade. Not a lot of padding there. Drag just launches a big hit to Sleepy. 8 count, but Drag's going to reset the count. After he does another back body drop, 9 count, resets the count. His feet touch the floor. Drag is using this opportunity here to just brutalize his opponents. And this is the Drag that I remember. This is the Drag that I know. His confidence is back, and his brutality is even more fierce than before. Jake Thulu sends Flair back into the ring after all the punishment he's received. Ooh, kick to the gut. And Flair's trying to fight back here. He's definitely going to be looking for a tag at any point. Going for a brainbuster, slips out of it. Does Drag it? Sweeps the back of the knee. That could pop out your patella. It could cut your fucking everything. Meniscus, all that shit. That is dangerous as fuck, hitting you in the back of the knee like that. And Flair pulls Drag into this corner, able to get a tag in axe handle to the arm. So flabbergasted. Spinning neck breaker to Drag. Sleepy has got some energy left in the tank here after taking some rest, but he did get his back dropped, the spine right onto the canvas, the apron there. And Drag continues to target the back. Ooh, goes for a fancy elbow drop, but didn't take enough time. Zigzag. Kick out, save by Flair. Drag is walking up to Flair, taking his sweet time to just be like, he's like, you know what, buddy? Oh, I'm going to take this to you. And Sleepy's like, what are you doing in the ring? Takedown, wrestling background of Sleepy just showing off at this point. Disrespectful slap to Merlin. Slap to his not-so-bald head. As Flair power bombs, viciously bounces off the canvas, off the ropes as Drag breaks up, and Flair yells at Drag, and Drag says, come on. Elbows. Elbows for elbows. Drag is feeling dizzy on the outside. As Merlin takes down Flair and Sleepy breaks it up. Merlin lifting the strength of Merlin, showing that he can powerbomb Flair too as Sleepy and Drag fight on the outside in front of Gareth. Gareth on pardon. The young student of the game, the student of Merlin. Merlin was scouted by Flair there, or Flair scouted by Merlin. No, Merlin was scouted by Flair. I was right. Butterfly suplex, or butterfly powerbomb, doesn't matter. As Flair is looking for a below zero again. How far can you go? But Merlin says, no, I'm not going to wait. I'm just not going to get up for you. I'm going to make you work for it. Plants him, and he has gassed both men on the ground here. Right in the corner of Drag and Merlin. So Drag can easily break up the pin, and he's going to. Flair is getting increasingly frustrated. Just picking up Drag. Ooh, over the shoulder boulder holder. And a back body drop. And Merlin is feeling himself. He's dancing for the crowd. He's doing, oh my, he's just showing off for the crowd right now. Merlin is getting cocky as Flair rolls in to get the tag. I'm not even sure if Merlin saw that. And Merlin gets caught in the sleepy hold for his troubles. He was dancing in the ring, maybe in the ropes. No, he's not. Oh, is he in the ropes? Did Merlin? No, Merlin breaks out of it. Merlin did tap to the go to sleepy in their match together for the Icon Division Championship in their 2 out of 3 falls. But he doesn't tonight. As Merlin stalks his prey. And Sleepy's going to be seeing stars tonight. As Flair enters the ring and breaks it up. Now Merlin's turn to get frustrated at Flair. Merlin maybe looking for that juicy magic missile drop kick. Elbow drop. Elbow drop for a change. As Merlin tags in. Drag Thulu. And Drag Thulu climbing up the top ropes. Knee drop. Could this be it? Probably not. Flair breaks it up. And Drag grabs Flair and sends him over the ropes. And now it's Flair's turn to take a ride on the apron. As Drag meets Sleepy outside in front of the French-Canadian commentator's booth. Inverted suplex. Just stomping a mud hole in him. At a count of 3, they have till a count of 10 as always. Sleepy drop toe hold. Or dragon screw leg whip. What am I talking about? He dragon screws the dragon. Belly to belly, just like flipping him complete 180 onto his head. At a count of 6, package pile driver onto the floor. And Sleepy doesn't want to go out that way. But Sleepy's got to get in. And Sleepy tags in Flair. Flair is going for a clothesline. Scouted does Dragon. One-legged dropkick. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Nope. Almost 2. Drag. Grabs Sleepy and picks him up. And necks him on the on the ropes there. But since Flair's not in the match, I guess Sleepy is going to be taken for a ride here. Sleepy is not the legal participant, mind you. Double knees from Merlin and Drag as Flair is the legal man. Flair scoop slams the Icon champion, or the Idol Icon champion, I was correct. I keep mixing words here. Busted Merlin open with that scratch of the boot. And it looks like Flair is staring down, walking maniacally and menacingly towards Drag as he sends him flying off the apron. Sleepy sends Merlin into the ring. And Flair was thinking about doing more damage to Drag, but he knows he's got a match to win. Below 0, Drag's still on the outside, but Flair is completely gassed, completely out of it. He's got to get up. He's got to get up while Drag is down and Merlin's down. Could this be it? 1, 2. Oh, the expert awareness of Merlin. Rope break, grabbing the ropes. Near fall after near fall. This is why Merlin is the champion, and definitely not because Gareth helped him win it. Below 0 again. Flair is completely gassed. And of course, Drag can break it up here. Merlin is messed up. He is wearing a mask of crimson. DDT on the apron. Flair taking control of this entire match right now. Kicks Merlin down. Merlin might be in a position, but Merlin expertly rolls out the ring. Merlin might have been in a position where he could have lost the match. Rolls out of the ring. You can't win the match on the outside. As Sleepy's feeling himself right now. Drag's laying on the outside as well. Belly to belly, just tosses him around like he's a baby. Snapmare. He's going to drop the knee, but Merlin is fighting on pure adrenaline. Goes for the running neck breaker, but doesn't quite grab it. And Sleepy. Oh, I thought he was going for the go to Sleepy, but no. Back to belly suplex. And he's picked him up. For everyone's favorite, go to Sleepy. The poor lad's face is already busted open. What else do you want? But Drag is right there to save his partner. And I think Flair's tired, but he chooses not to go after Drag. Drag Thulu, though, sneaking up, trying to get Sleepy. Headbutt. Nobody wins in a headbutt unless it's Unchained Awesome. Merlin's going to definitely need some stitches after this match. Merlin reverses in the corner. And Sleepy goes back to the well. Tags in Flair. Off the ropes and double shoulder tackle. In tandem is this team. And now Merlin's face is messed up, and now his fingies, oh, the fingies are going to be messed up. As Flair climbs up to the top rope. Elbow drop misses it. Merlin needs to tag out, and he does. He gets the tag. And Drag Thulu, Abyssal Tombstone, not in the center of the ring, but in his corner here. Near fall. It was in his corner. It was in the perfect position, but Merlin wasn't able to play defense. And Sleepy broke up the pin there. A very close encounter there. You can say what you want about Merlin, but he is certainly a fighting champion right now. Look at that fucking face. Jesus. Flair breaks the back. Over the knee. Sleepy is entering the ring once again. Honestly, I don't even know. Ooh, clotheslines his head off. I don't even know if you bring Merlin back. Is it even worth it for Drag? I know Drag needs a break, but like, I feel like Merlin might die if he gets hit one more time. Oh, God! Oh, no! The poor lad trading blows. Hitting both of his opponents here. Northern Lights suplex. Oh, and Garrett's calling over Sleepy, maybe mocking him for losing his match against Merlin. And Merlin's going to take it out on the teacher. The sins of the student fall on the teacher, I suppose. As Sleepy picks up Drag for a package. Brainbuster, drags back up into the knee. And Sleepy's going to take this opportunity to tag in Flair. With Merlin on the ground floor. Flair rolls through into another below zero. But Flair's got to get up. He's got to breathe. Merlin is down. He's reeling. He doesn't got much time. 1, 2. No! How can Drag kick out of that? Flair had him. But it was just not enough. He took way too much time to pin Drag. Powerbomb! And Merlin makes his way back up to the apron. Is that part of the match where Flair and Sleepy are just taking turns working over Drag right now? And Drag trying to take the momentum there. Sleepy rolls through and sweeps the leg. Yes, he does. And then sits on it. You could break your leg there. You could dislocate your knee. That is a dangerous move as Sleepy picks up Drag. For the go to Sleepy. Could this be it? Or will Merlin break the pin up? Yes, he is. Merlin is so fast. He's so fast. Sleepy tried to drop kick Merlin, but missed. And now he goes and takes it out on Merlin again. Sleepy's felt his fair share of these earlier in this match, and now he's going to do it to Merlin. And Sleepy goes to make his way back as Drag takes his frustration out on Flair. Sleepy back to belly suplex. And Gareth is on the apron, but Sleepy doesn't care. He's not paying attention. He's trying to distract someone. Gareth is really trying to put in some effort here, but nobody's paying attention to Gareth. As Flair gets up top. Elbow drop to the back the lower spine of Dragthulu, rolls him up. Could this be it? 1, 2, 3. Player 0 and Sleepy Pengu slay their demons from last night in our opening contest for MPW. Good job to both teams. Merlin's gonna definitely need to see some doctors after that. Whew. That is an insane match as we will move into our first Idol Division contest of the night. We'll see you guys there. All right, that was an incredible opening match, and time for our first Icon or Idols Division match tonight. Both of these competitors were in the War Games match on Saturday because that was the entire Idols Division. And this is Usaino, one of the members of the winning team of Team Draven. MPW's resident Bunny Bean. Usaino went into that match really just wanting to help their friends, just wanting to make sure that their friends who went astray started feeling better, you know, maybe sprinkle a little bit magic. Because what Glitchy was doing to them had to have been unholy. Glitchy had to have been doing something, telling them something. It was a very bad influence on them, but Usaino's here to fight. And again, and Usaino, speaking of impressive people, Usaino is still, I believe, technically undefeated in singles competition and has only lost in the tag team match that they had with Rize. And how will they face against T the Shiba? And T is back sporting the Happy Shiba mask, and it looks like Twisted T has been put away for a little bit at least. T is back. T's back. She's running past Usaino and is ready to do everybody's favorite funny flop. It seems that T the Shiba is no longer the angsty teen she was for most of last week and some weeks beforehand. She's back to her fun-loving self, which arguably is even more dangerous than Twisted T. But T is back, and Usaino is here to have a good old-fashioned friendly contest. Snap suplex by Usaino. I would have to say, if I'm not part of the head division or whatever, Shmeeps is getting their title shot in the main event tonight, but you gotta think, as I say, I always say you gotta think, right? You gotta think that Usaino is somewhere in the conversation for an Idol Division championship match as T plants their head into the canvas. But of course, if T can pick up a win here, you gotta think that maybe T is in a position. T definitely wants a shot at the title. T was in the first ever title match as Twisted T. She got a little twisted for that match and was unable to pick up the win. So maybe the problem isn't that she needs to get more twisted in matches. She just needs to feel the flow. Usaino takes the advantage here. Usaino is definitely one of the most dangerous competitors in this match, nearly winning a 2-on-1 against T and Shmeeps. Knees, though. Vicious knees to the head of the bun. Right on the button. But Usaino doesn't seem to be fazed by that. More knees from T. The vicious knee strikes. Dropping the leg. Goes for an early pin. It might be too early to say, but one count. Protects or hits the legs. Works over the legs here. Making sure that the Bunny Bean can't bounce as strong as she usually does. Make sure they aren't popping off. Doing those handspring Pele kicks and the bunny hop. Both competitors equally in control here. As T takes down Usaino. Chops to Usaino. Woo! Getting a little bit of a combo going, especially with these knees. I have no idea what T's looking for, but Usano's looking to roll at the ring. Ooh, knee to the upper back, the upper vertebrae, head first into the apron. Seeing some new maneuvers from T here. And just stomping the skull. That can break your nose. Knees, of course, rolls through, though. Usano scouts it. Usano looks a little bit dazed. Usano takes them back into the ring. This is a normal singles match. Ooh, bumps him. Off the ropes. And Snapdragon suplex. Snap Sheba suplex, I suppose. Ooh, just boop in the snoot. Oh, boop the snoot with the knee. You hate to see it, and T is running all the way around the ring. She's got the zoomies for sure. But will we see them right here? Oh my god, was that a swanton bomb to a standing opponent? I think T has lost her mind. Or she's figured it all out. Booty pop moonsault. Ooh, basement drop kick. Usano getting some momentum back. Clothesline takes them both down. Usano off the ropes and drops the knee. Off the ropes and arm drag. Usano. I think this is what Usano wanted. Usano wanted T to see the error of their ways, of T's ways, and come back to them as T the Sheba. And I think Usano now says, I'm glad you're back because I'm going to drop kick the shit out of you in this match tonight. I'm glad you're back. I don't want to deal with Twisted T. I want to fight T the Sheba. 2 out of the 3 members of the 3-bean casserole match. The first ever 3-bean casserole match. You would imagine that Usano wants to fight their friend again. Kick out at 2. T shaking her head knowing that that's not what's going to put him away. Drops the knee to the back of Usano. Oh my god, picking her up and powerbomb and just not letting go into the knee. The vicious knee strikes could concuss. Any one of those knees could concuss Usano right here. And Usano getting ready to scout T as she jumps up and drops an elbow on her. 1, 2. Ref is completely blind. The ref is blind as hell. As Usano was gripping the bottom rope, the ref just did no regard. That was a rope break, and the ref had no regard for Usano's hands on the ropes. I know they're tiny bun hands, but what is going on? Our senior official might need to be checked. This is the most controversial, I think, win we've ever had. T definitely, you know, wants the win and worked hard, but Usano should have had the rope break there. That's crazy, but we will move into our next match as we have to. All right, time for the 3rd match of the evening. I gotta ask the fans out there, are you sick and tired of hearing these guys and seeing these guys yet? Because it is Merlin and Gareth once again. Merlin hopefully got cleaned up in the back. I'm surprised he's even coming back out. He looks all right, but Gareth and Merlin are making their way to the ring again because Gareth is going to be in a match accompanied by the Icon Division champion Merlin. Gareth Unpardoned will be facing off tonight in a one-on-one contest. Gareth is coming off a loss against Angel, so we will see how he fares in this match, as he has had not much luck so far, unlike his mentor and teacher, the Icon Division champion Merlin. But Gareth is always hyped up and ready. The Wizard King team ready to face off tonight. We'll see how Merlin affects this match for Gareth. You imagine that maybe Gareth is like, hey man, could you help me get a win? I've been helping you get some wins. Truly the new regime. You can't go 5 minutes without seeing these people. And his opponent for the night is someone Merlin knows well. It is UnchainedAwesome. We haven't been seeing a lot of Unchained recently, I feel. He was not on our last PLE, all on the line. He got a break there, so maybe he's fresh and ready for this match. Unchained is here. You got to imagine that Unchained is not in a good, not necessarily a good mood, but not in a great headspace. He sees that, you know, his friend Merlin, who brings up this new guy to team with, is now the champion. You imagine he's got some anger issues here that he wants to let out on Gareth. The first match between these two, running big boot, misses. As Unchained drops Gareth over the ropes. And trading blows immediately to start the match. Is Gareth off the ropes into the spinning head scissor. Reminiscent of our #1 contender. Standing shooting star press. Standing shooting star press again, but the knees get up. Very reminiscent of our #1 contender for Draven's title. Going to be fighting her tonight. As Gareth wraps Unchained around. Drop toe hold. As Unchained throws him into the over the ropes again. Oh, with the ram horns to the gut. Right in front of Merlin. Our main event after this match, Eat Defeat. Our main event after this match will be the first ever Icon Division Championship being defended, because it was not able to be defended at all on the line. And it will be Schmeeps versus Draven. They have till a count of 10 as always. Ooh. Merlin walked away as Unchained rolled towards him. Unchained known for getting count-out victories. As Gareth picks him up spinning. Brainbuster. His teacher and mentor coaching him in the corner. And Unchained pulling. Oh my god, he's gonna dislocate his shoulders. But Gareth doesn't seem to mind as he bounces off the ropes. He kip up, bounces off. He's made of springs this one. He's got extra springs in his steps. And a roll up to Gareth. One kick out. You're not going to get Gareth that early. Ooh, running drop kick. A statement is being made by Unchained to Merlin. Holy! Rockets catapults himself through Unchained in the corner. Gareth is arguably one of the most impressive wrestlers we've seen. He does anything and everything he can. His power, spinning brainbuster, not facebuster. Merlin is hypstiscus elbows to Unchained as he takes him down. The crowd rallying behind him. Knee strike to Gareth as Gareth tries to get up quickly. Knee DT. Ooh. Leg lariat by Unchained. Unchained's going for maybe a springboard of some kind. No, he's just showing off, I guess. I don't know. Off the ropes. Drops down. Jumps over. Grabs him. Ooh, fall-away slam. Merlin thought that looked painful as Gareth rolls and catches Chain off guard there. Gareth rolled out of the ring, and Merlin's saying, "That's my boy." Oh, catches him into a German suplex with the bridge pin. The most vicious German suplex I think we've ever seen. All of the weight just dropped on his neck. I think Chain's gonna have a concussion after this. Shooting star press. We have never seen Gareth this dominant in a performance in weeks since he's been here. But commentators curse as Chain gets the momentum back. And he picks up Gareth, rolls him through. Clothesline! The king of the clothesline is Unchained. Ref, a little bit slow there. 1, 2, kick out by Gareth. Near fall. Unchained is climbing up the ropes. Sheepdog headbutt off the top. Could this be it? Kick out again. I held my breath on that 3. Merlin looking around as Chain takes control entirely. Roll up by Gareth. 1, kick out by Unchained. Ooh. Collides. Ooh, leg lariat by Chain, and Merlin slides in a chair for Gareth. And Gareth gets caught here. Fall-away slam, distracting the senior referee. Ooh, I'm glad he's back. He's taken a lot of punishment, this referee, recently. He's just not letting go. Working over the arm. As Unchained is in complete control here. Gareth's got to do something if he wants to win this match. And he does. He kicks his way out of it. And Unchained fights out of the corner. Picks up Gareth. Gareth rolls through. Claps him with a right hand. Now Gareth's got him up on his shoulders. Drops him onto the leg. Drops him into a kick. Super kick by Gareth. As Gareth picks him up and package fisherman suplex. Chain tries to roll out the ring, but Gareth's not far behind. Holy! Top rope Hurricane Rana to the floor. Gareth is chasing down Chain. And now working on the arm of Chain, the lariating arm. Flying forearm from Gareth as he gets in at a count of 4. 5 by Chain. Gets up behind Chain here. Backbreaker, backstabber. Ooh, pig running drop kicks sends him flying, and Merlin's calling over Chain, distracting him here. Can Gareth take this opportunity? He gets behind and German suplexes him. Takes the opportunity. Merlin's distraction there. And drops him into the kick. And then snapping the protected knee pad of Unchained. As Gareth maybe was looking for something in the corner, but thinks against it. Missing all of his grabs, the rookie mistakes of this man. Chain throwing Gareth into or dragging Gareth to the ropes. And just low punches to the gut. You can take the wind right out of you. Ducks under German suplex, sort of rolls through. Paling kick! The combination wrestling of Gareth. 1, 2, kick out at 2. A near fall for Gareth and an impressive showing knee to the forehead. Drop kick by Gareth, showing him he's got the best drop kick in the business as he's going up top for what can only be the Brown Crown. Could this be it? 1, 2, no! Kick out by Chain, almost. Gareth's first singles victory. Discus forearm. As Chain rolls out the ring again, and Gareth is feeling himself here. Gareth on pardon. Senton off the middle rope with magic. To the outside again. Chain can go nowhere without Gareth following him. Is Gareth going up for another brown crown? Yes, he is, but he rolls through it. Chain had that one scouted. Leg lariat from Chain, the king of the lariat, and Merlin now hopping up to the apron to distract him. The ref sees him. It's a referee's discretion. Back. Oh, drop kick to the back, catching him on that middle rope. He does not capitalize off there because maybe he doesn't have to. Picking him up as Chain fights through it. Nice. As Gareth slowly gets up for the Chainmaker. Center of the ring. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Unchained cannot believe it. Gareth is fighting with everything he's got. And a little bit more from Merlin. Chain is doing everything he can as he grabs the back of Gareth's head and he puts him into a submission hold. Gareth, though, fights out of it. And now Merlin calling Chain up again. Continuing to distract Chain, and Chain's falling for it each time as Gareth spine buster to Chain. Goes for the pin. Could this be it? 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. Gareth really desperate for a pin here. He's been through so much right now. And Merlin's saying, what is going on? Chain gets behind him, but scouted by Gareth. Gareth busting open Chain. And he's going up top. This could be the beginning of the end for Chain as Gareth lands another brown crown. 1, 2, 3. Gareth picks up his first ever singles win against Merlin's friend Unchained. And Merlin saucing in a chair to Gareth, and he's, do not hit that ref. I will have to pay him money out of my own pocket. Who the fuck is that? Who the actual hell is that? I don't know who, but Chain's gotta thank him after that with the save with the chair. And we're gonna move into our next contest, the main event of the evening. Catch you guys there. After what we just saw, I don't know if there could be any more surprises for tonight, but tonight we will have the first ever Idols Division Championship match. As we had some mysterious, you know what? There was a mysterious man that just disappeared out of thin air, but Shmeep's World. Some say the co-captain of Team Draven from Saturday helped pick up the win against Team Glitchy, sporting her pay-per-view attire for this championship match. Shmeeps is really focused and determined, but it's always got to be difficult to fight your best friend. Shmeeps is the only idol to have ever pinned Draven. 1, 2, 3, shoulders on the mat. So that's got to say something. As Shmeeps will be the first ever to fight the undefeated champion in singles competition, Draven, captain of the War Games team for the Idol Division champion, the first ever Idol Division champion. Could we see the championship change hands here tonight? Or will Draven's reign continue? All I know is this is a match we've seen many times, but not with these kind of stakes. Everything is on the line for Draven. The championship of the Idol Division. You definitely have to think that even though both of these are friends, both of these competitors are friends, that neither one is going to give an inch out of respect for their fellow competitor and out of just pure want to be the best in the division. Draven is on the top of the mountain, and she's not ready to be kicked down and start from the bottom again. Will we see Shmeep soar high above the division against Draven? Truly, no one can predict who will win this match. As everybody, so many times you went, no, it's over for Draven. Draven's lost. Every time you thought, Draven comes back. One of the mightiest idols of the division. And that's what it's all about. The Idol Division World Championship. Shmeep's World here to pick up a win. Waving to the crowd as the first ever #1 contender and challenger, limbering up, making sure that she doesn't pull a hamstring. And there is the champion right there, composed as ever. Draven, the reigning and defending champion. The referee will take the belt. This is what it's all about, Shmeeps. The referee will remind them. And the championship is on the line. In our regular singles match, no interesting gimmicks, just pure wrestling rules. As Draven, holy, Draven can pick someone up and beat them down in so many interesting ways. As Draven rubs Shmeeps' face into the mat. Just waking, I think Draven right now is just waking Shmeeps up, saying, this is a fight. We're not friends here. This isn't training. This isn't a funny gathering. This is a fight, and I will do whatever it takes to win. Kick. Single leg drop kick by Shmeeps. Facebuster. Looks like Shmeeps was watching some Flare Zero tapes. As back and forth dodges, and again catches Draven off guard. Off the middle ropes, flying down and connects. And now something interesting that we haven't come into contact yet, because we have not ever had a champion defend their title in a regular match. There is something known as the champion's advantage. The champion's advantage goes as follows. If the champion loses via countout or DQ, disqualification, they do not lose their title. They lose the match, but they do not lose their title. The only way for the challenger to win the championship is by pinfall, submission, or ref stoppage, I suppose. Draven moves in, so Shmeep's got to make sure that Draven gets into the ring by the count of 10, or she doesn't get the championship. Head scissors off the ropes, goes for an early pin. 1. Early kick out, as always, too early to put away Draven. Rolls through, drop toe hold. And picks her up again, dropping her back of her head on her knee. And Big Boy Senton scouted. You know these two are great friends when the Big Boy Senton scouted from Draven. Now Shmeeps kicks her, head kick, and is gonna, Hurricane Rana, Draven, powerbomb reversal. I don't think we've ever seen anything like that. Draven caught Shmeeps in the Hurricane Rana into the powerbomb. This is how you know these two know each other so well. German suplex scouted. All their signature moves being scouted here. Spanish Fly, standing Spanish Fly, incredibly impressive. As Shmeeps moves to the corner to gain some speed and momentum, back elbow. Powerbomb in the corner. Kick out. Got her shoulder up. And Draven looking for an early victory here with the roll-up. Kick out by Shmeeps, of course. Shmeeps is not going to go down to a roll-up. Just keeping her on her toes. She meticulously hits her in the face with those kicks. Neck breaker. Just the face to the knees. Drop kick. Pick her up to knock her down. That's what they always say. Oh, and Draven scouted it, but not really. It looks like Draven might have stopped it, but I think Schmeep still got it. Really been watching these Flare Zero tapes, just spamming a variant of the below zero, but obviously not as effective as the master of it, Flare Zero. Forearms to Draven. Schmeeps wraps Draven's arm around the rope, getting her neck caught a little bit. Flipping over Yoshi Tonic, I believe. I keep thinking I call it the Canadian Destroyer, but I believe that's the Yoshi Tonic. And it looks like Schmeeps is ready to go rolling critical roll. Flipping Draven inside out. Goes for the pin. 1, 2 for the championship. No! Ooh, Schmeeps looked a little shocked there, and Draven fixing her jaw there, looking straight in the eye. The stare down. Scoop backbreaker. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker as Draven fights back. DDT, no. Fights out of it as Schmeeps. It is back and forth. No competitor really having enough momentum to take advantage here. Off the ropes. Drops down. Bumps him. Forearm. Draven slowing down the pace a bit. Kicking in the horns of Schmeeps. Grabbing her by the throat into the clothesline and just stepping over. Draven has a look of her of just anger and seriousness. I don't think Draven sees her friend right now. She sees an opponent. She's on the job. Rubbing the face of Schmeeps into the canvas. Doesn't matter how good friends you are. When the title's on the line, that's all that matters. Throw Schmeeps off the ropes. Didn't have enough time to react. Maybe too tired. Grabs her. And now Schmeeps is taking it to her. Throws Draven into the corner. And Draven knows what happens when she gets into the corner. So dives shoulder first into the gut of Schmeeps. And now just starts stomping away at the chest of Schmeeps. Schmeeps trapped in the corner. Ooh, Schmeeps kips up as Draven gets to the top rope, but she kicks her away. And drop kick across the ring, sending Schmeeps all the way to the other side. Big boy senton by Draven, the biggest boy. Schmeeps bounce off the ropes, gets caught in the head scissor to Draven. As Schmeeps is looking for maybe the Falcon Arrow superplex that we saw. She tried to put away Draven with this before in their last singles match. Into the Falcon Arrow, and nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. 2 for the championship? Holy, nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow. And Schmeeps seems to be Draven's kryptonite here as we crown a new Idols Division champion. Friends Trading Championships here as we crown Schmeeps. Climbs to the top of the Idols Division here. The second Idols Division champion. And she is excited. Well, we will have to see what happens next week. So we'll see you guys there next time. Thank you so much.